Okay. Hi, everybody. And welcome to another episode of Urfspace Live, my live drawing show. My name is Chuck Whelan. I'm an artist, and I'm currently running a Kickstarter for my new book called Astrokitty in Urfspace. Let's see, what if we go over here? That shrank me down. Here we go. There we go. Here's the book. Can you see that? Am I in focus? Ooh, am I flipped? Is my camera mirrored? Do I need to unmirror? Hang on. There we go. Astrokitty in Urfspace. And it's the story of Astrokitty, who's the lead singer of my cartoon band. Well, you heard of the Gorillas and Josie and the Pussycats and the Chipmunks. Well, we're probably more in the Josie and the Pussycats realm than anything. I'm not a musician myself. I just draw pictures, but there's a very talented musician behind Astrokitty at the Urfspace 5. I'm going to be in the studio with them tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe I'll do a little live broadcast from the studio so you can see what we're up to. Anyway, look, here's pictures. There's like pictures of Astrokitty, these drawings that I've done. All right, drawings. These are drawings that I'm doing in ink and watercolor, the digital techniques. And I've also got like, there's stories and, little funny bits in here to things to give you a chuckle. It's a book, like all my Urfspace books, probably best kept in your bathroom, on your little bathroom bookshelf. Not too much deep reading. There's a little bit in. I put a little bit in here about the last album, The Future Sounds of Urfspace. There's some stuff about Space Gen as well. Space Gen is Astrokitty's sidekick and sort of bunkmate and subordinate. I guess Astrokitty would be Space Gen's superior officer. And there's a bit of information about her and all these drawings that I've done, which, okay, some of them might seem a bit crude, but I'm really coming at them oh look, here's Henrietta Queen. I'm coming at them in a very loose and free way, and not doing a lot of underdrawing, pencil underdrawing. Some of them I've thought about, like some of them I'm just like this one, some of them I've planned out a little bit. Oh, I'm all flipped it around. Okay, like Henrietta Queen, this one, that's a little more planned out, but even so, I'm really not trying to do too much planning. I'm just trying to let it spew out. As opposed to sort of more controlled things that I've been doing in the past. This is another one, but they start off as very crude little doodles, and maybe next week I'll do some sort of like Astrokitty, more like cartoon drawings, because it also includes like a big look, there's cartoons, there's comics, some pages of comics in there. Not a huge amount of comics, but some comics here and there, and like quite a few cartoons and different characters, friends of Astrokitty's. Some of them have a little descriptive text with them. Then there's sort of pages, sketchbook pages in the back, which is sort of more of these drawings, sort of split up into Astrokitty's sketchbook and mine. But yeah, if you want to see my drawing, do that. You can get this is a paperback copy. Will be something like this. This is a proof copy. Hardback copy will be with a hardback, and there'll be a printed, personalized page. Well, I'll do a personalized drawing for you, and that'll be printed into the book. And then the other exciting thing is the new album of music, which was originally just going to be an EP, and I think it sort of somewhat still says EP. I'm looking at pink actually. I think it somewhat still says it's an EP on the Kickstarter page, but I think it's actually going to be more like an album now, because we've got 8 tracks from Astrokitty in the Urfspace 5 and a few more hopefully coming in there too. All right, so that's enough of that. We'll get on with some live drawing now. There's my drawing table. We'll focus on that. I'll disappear me. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let's see. All right. Oh, I can see your comments in the chat here. Here we go. Oh, look, somebody made a comment. Hi, Micah Webb. Hi, Micah. What's up? Love Astrokitty. Oh, that's very nice. Appreciate it. Oh, you're coming in from Facebook. Great. Cool. All right. I'm going to get going. All right. Yesterday I did quite a good one. A bit of a sore throat. Yesterday I did quite a good one. That came out all right. Today it was a slightly more challenging one. I'm going to do an even more challenging one today, kind of in the same way that I did it yesterday. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna get the music going. Oh, great! Yes. So all those songs, are on the Future Sounds of Urfspace album, which you can add onto your streaming service wherever you are and listen to it. There's about 20 tracks on there, and I've done that. And this new album will be some new tracks. Originally, I was doing some. Different, just using stock music or music, that's available on TikTok or whatever. But I knew a few friends with bands and stuff, so that's really how that came about. I wanted to use my friends' music really rather than the stock music that was otherwise available. All right, now I'm going to think about this a little bit. I'm going to make some little marks here so I've got some sort of idea. Let's see. This is all right, so this is another amazing punk model who I've drawn before. She's quite hard to draw. She's got a very distinctive look and always has what's going on. So, but the first time I did it, I was like super scrappy, and it came out really good. So I don't know how neat I'm getting here. It's going to be sort of kind of neat and scrappy. Okay. Bangs coming down right over. Right, yes, and this track that's playing now is called Lost Loser from the band Charm World. You can find them on Bandcamp. Actually, if you go to the Future Sounds, let's see, planetearth.com/earthmusic, and there's a page there which has sort of links to the bands and everywhere, but you can find them there on Facebook, Charm World SF, and Bandcamp, and yes, there are other tracks that are just as good as this one. They were kind enough to let me license this one to use freely with my Urf projects, and I picked this one well because I heard them play it at the show at the Kilowatt, and there was some different bands there that I knew, and my neighbour had gone there to see Charm World actually, and so that was kind of a surprise to him, and I'd gone to see some other bands, and then it turned out there was other people there that I knew, and it was a great show. And that was sort of like, and I was just starting to think about the album, and I heard the song and I was like, oh, if I could get that on there, that would be like the crown jewel of my album. Actually, and as it ended up, I got several crown jewels. But you know, this is definitely. I thought, oh, if I could get that, that would be amazing. And you know what? I simply had to ask. I don't know. I mean, I never put one together before, but I've sort of contributed to comic book anthologies in the past. And so I figured, okay, doing a CD would probably be similar. But and it was fairly, but there was a lot of sort of paperwork I had to do because of music licensing, music rights and stuff. Music rights are pretty complicated. Musicians have got their rights way better sorted out than cartoonists. So,
welcome aboard.
Okay, this next track is by another cartoon band in the Urfspace library. They're called the Earth, Wind and Fire. And this involves numbers of my friends back in England, some of whom you might recognise if you read my Pufel comics. I'll say that Pufel and Bish are largely behind this. Bish mostly, but it's mostly like a nice hymn from Bish. But Pufel and his offsprings, and I think I saw that Pufel might have backed my current Kickstarter. So I think I saw a note about that earlier. All right.
Poetry has worked wonders. It has changed the scenes of wars. It has enlivened the dead bodies with the power of rhetorician.
Anyway, this new album is going to be slightly different.
And the real forms of society are found in society.
In that,
The rulers have their influences.
it's hard to draw contour at the same time. Alright, okay, actually, now I'm looking at this photo in detail, but this doesn't have enough detail, so let's step up like this and get the chain thing going on here. Right, actually, yeah, this is why she sort of suits usually a little more scrappy approach, because there's so much shit going on. Nice. Ooh. Pictures.
Qualities, but all events, incidents taking place all around have deep.
Yes, I mean, actually, yes, it's free to listen to the future sounds of Urfspace on your streaming service, and I guess, you know, we'll make a fraction of the penny. I get the artists already. Most of the money goes to the artist if it ever makes any. I'm doing a slightly different arrangement with the new album in that I'm going to be doing more where I'm actually publishing all that music, and then I'll be like more the sort of publisher of it. Although not the composer or copyright. Yeah, it's copyright holder. So it's yeah. I've got to work all that out. That stuff all gets very confusing.
No good word should remain restricted only to a region or particular people, but its benefits should be availed by the whole humanity. There is one brotherhood in the entire world.
Welcome aboard.
A little shade there. I should really get a bit of colour too. All right, hang on. Yes. Oh, look, I'm totally hiding the face. Sorry, I'm just being really dumb here. Okay, sorry. Here we go. How's that? Oh, I'm a little off center. Let's see if I can center that a bit better. Look, I'll get the hang of these live streams in a bit. Every day, every one I do, I learn something. I should do better next time, and I'm trying to learn from what I did. And yes, making sure that the camera's on what I'm doing is a big one. All right, I'm doing a full body on this one. Okay, goodness me, where am I going? All right. Pre-thinky. There's also, let's take the easy way out. Let's do things the hard way if you don't mind. That's all right. There's things I can do to save it if I make mistakes. There's things like whiteout, even white paint. Right, so I'm doing her a bit neater this time because I've done really super scrappy ones, but okay. But then they look more punky, so I'm really getting confused about that. This music is not particularly punky right now, but there is some very quite hardcore. Well, the hardest one I've got on there is Farrier of the Swamp. This probably isn't super hard. It's pretty hard. Now, okay, this model here, her name is Sabrina Carrera, but she goes by Piss Punks. Piss Punks on Instagram. Well, I'm hoping you're seeing this on Instagram. I keep trying to go live on Instagram. I did manage it one time now. It's a bit tricky, and they don't plan to make that any more easy. I don't think they really want like long live videos on Instagram, to be honest. So I should probably better off just posting the shorts, but I'll probably just settle that. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Where's my kitchen roll? Yeah, there's a slight problem with this pen, what I'm using, because it does tend to blob, but as I said yesterday, you know, the blobs can make it all... It's the little accidents. Alright, I didn't really mean to do that big one. You do have to clean his pen. Okay. Right, this is as you can imagine, it's one of the bits of this is certain regions that tend to focus more attention. Now, went to Art Battle the other day, for the Art Battle final, and right, I'm not going to get into all that. I've told that story before. Right, now, a tendency I have here is with the head too small and everything too big. Yeah, I was going to have to do brushy stuff here too. Right, but there's a whole lot of... Alright, too hard. The reason I haven't done over here is because something else is going on. Oh dear. Before I do that, this is where it's complicated, because really I should start with that, because my hand's going to go over all this and smudge everything later, but I don't think I can get that in the right place unless I do this first. The nice thing is, later on I can watch it sped up. It will all look so much easier. Ooh, so there's a blobby, but we don't worry about that one because we need all black over here. I'll come back and do that with a brush in a bit. Ooh, getting very blobby. Alright. A bit cleaner with it. I have a lot for you to do in a minute, brush. Pen and brush. Alright, now, you know, I'm just wearing a few token things on my wrist, but he's really got it going full on over here. Alright, come on. Suddenly that looks a bit more like it. There we go. Alright, one hand. I've not been keeping up on the music. This is War by Simon Ferocious. I like to think they're all quite meaningful songs on the album, but this one in particular has a little more gravity. Okay. That looks sort of wrong, but it'll be right, I think, when I put the black on. But okay, wait, I've got to really figure out where this. Too far apart. Okay. I read Sonia's sword the other day. Got it in a little bit too low down. Never mind. Oh, blast it. Alright, well, we'll just make that into some blood. What she's got here best I can tell. It seems to be like a sort of baseball bat, but it seems to have a saw wheel stuck to the end of it. So obviously, that's going to be very helpful in the new Dark Ages. It's always useful to have those weapons. I went to the Imperial War Museum a few years ago. It had a nice exhibit of all the weapons they used in the trenches when the bullets ran out. And it was pretty shocking because it was basically exceedingly medieval. As if World War I wasn't bad enough. It was pretty bad. My favourite thing in that exhibit was the poster that they had. This guy sort of sitting thoughtfully in an armchair, sort of looking at us and thinking. And the kids playing, like the little boy is playing with like toy soldiers. And the little daughter's sitting there saying, "What did you do in the Great War, Daddy?" He's thinking, "Oh, I guess I went off and got myself killed because I saw a dumb poster." That's the power of art, though. I mean, that artist did a great job of propaganda. The Nazis, they were pretty good at their propaganda posters too. And the Soviets, North Koreans. It's very exciting and dramatic, isn't it? Not very emotional, though. Much joy in it. Okay, I'm going to shadow it some more. I figured out there's like a little something that makes it go blobby sometimes. I don't quite know what that is. Right, now this appears to be some barbed wire here. Always good to see. One of those things I draw for Goodman Games as well. They like barbed wire now. Another drawing. I don't have a copy of that, but I believe it's hanging in the bathroom in the H district. That one came out very good. That one I did on a live show, so it's probably in a sort of former live stream somewhere. Because it was quite big, I didn't photograph it. Right, this is tracked by Chris Porro right now. A bit more, even he's a bit surprised at how jolly it is. But I think he's. I called it the theme from Planet Earth. That was one of the first things with the music. I said, "Oh, just write me some music," and he wrote me this. I was like, "Bloody hell, that's amazing!" Oh, I'm going to try and check in. Anybody said anything recently? Maybe if I just move the whole thing over, it will be able to see it better. Alright. Ooh. Oh, I see. That's flip. Wait, no, that's the right way. Okay. Let me see. Right on that. Is that better? Alright, okay, I think that's like the hardest bit that I had to do was like figure that out. It's a little yeah, but that's fine. Alright, now yesterday when I was drawing Mun, I did not put any tattoos on, and I sort of was quite glad about that. I don't know, tattoos can be really distracting, like when you're drawing somebody, because it's a sort of drawing on a drawing. So it's not that they don't look good, but it can... I guess they have to be subordinate to the form completely, but it does cause some interesting things. Alright, and you know, I don't want you to get bored out there in internet land, so I do tend to work these things fairly quick. You know, there's definitely another way to draw where you just really slow down. But also because I'm like drawing, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like a lot of times you can spend a whole year on a painting. That's what some artists do. And then they sell it for like tens of thousands of dollars. Mine are much more affordable. I should put some of them as reward levels on the Kickstarter, I suppose. I've got like original art from the book, quite a high level. And there's going to be a lot more black in here. No blob. I'm sure about that. Some blobs, they're just like, oh, didn't really want that one there. But never mind, eh? There's much thinner mesh really on here. Okay, here we go. Right, this is Supersonic Symbiotic, featuring Optimus Shatskin and Kerry. Alright, we're getting there, Alright, ooh, I do think... Okay. Okay, Mr. Blob over here, what's going on? Alright, there should be some spiky bits. Right, I think it's kind of hid. Ooh, I'm going to mute my mic, sounds like someone's coming in the garage.
Something. Hey.
They call me little, I got my head in the clouds. I like them knee-high sports socks and paint in the town. I don't give no fucks what people think about me. I like that raw dog style, I'll be digging the deep. I like that raw dog style, I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog style, I like that deep. I like that raw dog style, I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog. I by D, I mean Dick, just in case you didn't know what the D stood for. It stood, standing is standing for Dick.
They call me Mean Chris. I'm not big, I'm not little.
Right, went quiet again. Right.
I got a lock
I'm
up
moving my
bill.
brush now for a bit.
I don't give no fucks, I give a few, not too
Really,
many.
it's
All my parts are
really so.
consistent. For most girls, that's plenty. And by consistent, I mean medium. It's not a passport into the
Right, now we are listening to my good friend Chris.
Giggle at girls, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. I mean, Chris.
And the Citrus Kids.
They call me little, I got my head in the clouds. I like them knee-high sports socks.
Although I think I heard they broke up recently.
I don't give no fucks what people think about me. I like
But,
that
you know, we have this song to remember them by on the Future Sounds of Urfspace, and they also have a number of other tracks which we should go through and have a listen to. Oh wait, I got really confused. I did some thinking of QB here. Okay. You see, when when I look at the video back, it looks like I know exactly where I'm putting things, but that is, I don't. Something like that. Right, we're getting there. Right, the gloves, right. Okay. This is the biggest problem I have with live streaming and all this stuff. It's sort of like making promises to people. And I'm, I try to keep my promises. Now, some people say you should just lie and everyone will believe you. Seems to be a popular view these days. But I don't really subscribe to that. But I can promise you that if you back my Kickstarter, I will send you your rewards in good time, because I've successfully done that on a number of projects now, and the book's all done, it's all ready to go. The music, I mean, like I said, they're going to be in the studio tomorrow. I think it's all happening. I've heard rough cut, really just a few little final polishes, and we're going to be away. So all I need is for you guys to back the Kickstarter so we can actually make it happen. Make these things a reality. Alright, here we go. This is John Bruder and the Seagulls. To my good friend Jerry. Jerry fuck off Behe, they call her. And the Seagull, I don't call her that. She'd probably get mad at me if I called her that, but she backed my Kickstarter. So thank you, Jerry. The Seagulls are on board. All right, now let's get these amazing legs in the picture. Now, myself, I have problems with my legs. So, always interesting. Okay, I mean, I could sort of start bullshitting on about how, art helps you connect to things. I don't know. It sort of does. I mean, there's some truth. There's a sort of vicarious, you see somebody's body, draw your way around it. I mean, it's a way. It's just you take your mind, you think about it, you look at the details, think about how things work, how things put together. What's the attitude? So I definitely look for models with, with a certain attitude. That's the most important thing. I don't know, sometimes it might be just a costume or something, but I mean, for a more serious drawing, and this Carrera here, if I'm saying that right, which I have no idea. Definitely has something unique to herself. Now, what's she got in this little purse here? I mean, not that anyone's going to be wanting to rob her with that thing. Oh, well, there's always chances, aren't there? Chances. They say that here? Not really. I heard that from someone I heard who lives in Scotland. Sorry, just insulting my Scottish viewers there. The Scottish accent. Don't know if I have any. Maybe I should do a Scottish accent. They could show up at least and get angry at me. Drawing makes me hungry. Like these afternoon things like this, I notice I sort of like get here and then all of a sudden I feel very hungry. I need to eat some food.
I wish.
I get too far. Wait, okay, wait a minute. Let's just be careful here. What am I doing? Right, this is sort of too far this way. It's got a bit far over. Alright, wait. Right, let's see. Let's have a think about this. Where am I going? So I just kind of like to go all the way down here.
I wish that gravity would stop working on just me so that I could float into the sky.
All right, I got to really think about this. Hang on. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, I didn't really. Ooh. Hello. Where's that coming from? Right, I'm just going to go with it all the way there because it wants to come with me. Let me. Oh yeah, okay. Punk Zebracorn by Punk Zebracorn. Right. I think it's something to do with the angle I'm holding that at that it got tone blobby down there. I'll have to work on that one. Right, thank you, Punk Zebracorn. Okay. Alright. Ooh, okay. Let's see. I'm sort of figuring out with these sort of stocking sort of the best way. This is sort of the best way to do it. Sort of just pick a few of them, and that's sort of more or less right. And then they're fine because they really. Oh my god, they really cover the whole shape of the leg. Look, there's a hole here too. Alright. Now, just to make life difficult, she's got a ladder in her tights somewhere around here. Getting into fights again. A bit close. Was that? Did that work or not? Well, I can't really tell it's undone. That's probably the time. You just kind of commit and go for it. Oh my gosh. Oh, blobby. Oh, well, that's actually sort of thanks. It's kind of dark over here. Alright, yes, and Sabrina here, aka Piss Punks, is in the band called Vile Enemy. And they also have an Instagram. Okay, I'm getting into about to smudge things territory. Yeah, cool. Alright, we need a little more blank. It's a slightly same problem I was having yesterday. Alright, this is slightly a drawing wheel problem, and it was too tilted away from it, but to work on it that upright. Again, yeah, normally see when you work on a sketch, you can sort of, I'll sort some of those problems out at the sketch stage, and then it doesn't matter so much if it's tilted at inking, so you can have a bit of a tilt for inking. Alright, but it'll all make sense in the end. Alrighty, there you go. That was Farrier of the Swamp by the Angry Toons. Followed up by this little number, which is Eine Kleine Techno Music by my cartoonist friend Dirk IT, creator of Paradigm Shift, which is an amazing police procedural detective werewolf manga story that he's worked on over a number of years, very many years. There's nice print editions of it out now, and definitely recommend you check that out. I think he's currently working on making an animated movie out of it. So that's going to be something. Okay, so we've got like we've got Blakey's, what I call them in the English shoes. She's gonna kill you. I really wouldn't try and rob her. I'm thinking about it with that hat. Plus it's got a padlock on it, so you're not gonna do that hat. Right, well, everything more or less ended up where it's supposed to be. That's good. Right, this is the last track on the album. This is Fly by Amy Carp. This is very calming and soothing. Probably not very appropriate for this picture, but right. It goes with some of the other ones I do. I got a nice mix of different tracks to sort of suit some of the different drawings I might do, but they all sort of felt fit. I did that one when I was doing my last book, which was Urfspace Beyond Into the Radlands, which is more cartoony than this book.
keep on living, whatever your reason. To pass the family name, to quench your thirst for lust and wealth and fame, to spin the wheel while you play the game, or to get
Uh-oh, now I have to think what she's going to say.
find the love you lost along the way.
Oh, I got it. All right, sorry.
You will do more tricks. Maybe it's all for the kicks, but you keep on living, whatever your reason. But I don't know about you. I choose to fly. And why don't you join me in flight? Keep on dreaming.
I'm drawing the carpet. That's all I need. All right. Phew. Okay. All right. It's getting more dramatic.
To put an end to earthly suffering, to seek revenge on who you
Now there's some red, you see. Oh, but this red I've got, that's a very pink red. My red's all very pink. This is a million.
keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming, whatever your reason. Keep on dreaming, whatever your reason. Keep on dreaming, whatever your reason. Oh, dreaming, whatever your reason.
Oh, that's the end of the album. I have to start talking again. I can put it on again, but right, I'm nearly finished this drawing now. I think that's sort of what I'm doing. I'm doing like a drawing while I play through the album, and then that's like the end of the show after that. All right, there's some little tattooy bits. I don't know what to do about those. I could also do a little more shadowing. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I need to do a little darker tinty bit. All right, what am I going to do? All right. I actually might do some more red on the floor there. Oh, nice comment from the missus. Do it, as the Emperor says. Just do it. Come on. I know you've just been holding out. I know you want to make me well. You sort of know that if my Kickstarter was funded, I wouldn't be here doing these drawings every day. That's what it is, isn't it? I get it. You want to see me keep doing the drawings. I'm going to keep doing the drawings. Whether you want me to or not, basically. Well, she's got all her DVD collection behind her. I can't really paint all that in, but I'm just gonna. Probably like I'd buy Astrokitty if it was on VHS. She said, "I'd back Astrokitty if it was on VHS." All right, let's have a little. Okay, I want to have a little shading. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some more of these inks. I quite like them. It's funny, I've had them sitting around forever. You can sort of just paint with them straight out of the pot. And my sometimes co-host that I have on my show, he's always telling me not to do that, but oh, I just got a new backer, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. That's exciting. If you're doing it because you're watching this show, thanks. Right now, I either need a couple of really big backers or a lot of little backers. Every little backer, even backing for $1 helps actually, because the more backers there are, the better it is for the algorithm, I suspect. well, I like how the shading's working. It's lifting it a bit, but it's feeling a bit flat. And now I'm feeling a little happier about it. Now, here's the thing, I can't really do all these tattoos. I'm just going to maybe do some little blobs just to indicate that they's there. Ooh, how did I do that? That came out really black. There must have been a blob there. Okay, never mind. What happened? What? Back in there. Don't quite know what happened there. Okay. Okay. Oh, not too bad. All right. Pretty happy with so far. All right. Anything I forgot? Oh, wow. I totally missed this comment by Micah here. Can't wait till Goodman Games has a sort of X-crawl thing together. Ooh. Yeah. Definitely. Yes. That's my secret double life. Is doing work for Goodman Games, and I'm very into doing maps for them right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit all over the place. I should get focused, but I know I've worked for Goodman Games for a long time, and yeah, you know, they keep me busy. The other thing I do is I'll do. I have like an agent that sends me like children's book work, and I will do that. And you know, then I'll do my like cartoons and comics when I can. And yeah, this has just been Astrokitty's been part of the process that I was on of sort of stripping my artwork style down to its really sort of simple elements, and then kind of building things back out again. And I don't know how much sense that makes to anybody else but me, but but I know what I'm talking about. And you know, just sort of really figuring out like a sort of way of doing it that is kind of the most, let's say, the most fun or the most joyful way to go from, I mean, just to draw it. I mean, I don't know, like a lot of Goodman games, we have to, like, there's a lot more sort of thought has to have to really think about it and plan it out and build it up. So, that's fine. I've been doing a lot of things like that, and that's that's how to do a nice sort of finished piece. But you always lose something, in the sort of expressiveness. I mean, you've got people like Jackson Pollock sort of throwing the canvas around, abstract expressionists. All right, that's a lot of fun. Nothing wrong with that, but I mean, that to me that's a bit bullshit, because I mean, come on, it's not really drawing, is it? That's just sort of having some fun, and the fact that people want to pay large sums of money for it. Well, there's one born every minute. I mean, quite frankly, it's not exactly hard to copy it, is it? I mean, okay, sure, you're not going to throw them on exactly the same way as him. I guess that's part of it. Yeah, no one's going to do anything exactly the same way as anybody else. Except forgers. I mean, forgers, as far as talent goes, those are the real talented people. Ooh, let's go in there. Okay, now I have to think about what she's going to say. I had something earlier, but now I lost it. All right, what's she saying? Answers on a postcard, please. Let's see. Let's put this one back on. Here we go. Pen. Here we go. Here's a nice lettering pen. That's not the one I want. Where's the one that I want? Ooh, who put that in upside down? Must have been me. What's going on up there? They're having a party. All right. Well, did she have a caption with this picture? Sometimes I look at the caption. Ooh, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. She says, "Come and get it." Okay. Well, Oh, I kind of like this one. All right. Maybe I'll just add a little text on the side here. Right, see, there's a few blobs, but I'll clean those up. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, let's bring me back for a minute. All right. There you go. There she is. Yeah, they sometimes look a little off on the board because I've got to really figure that out because you really need the camera like straight at them for them to look right. But all right, thank you so much for tuning in and for your comments, and don't forget to buy the book. Or well, it's not really buy the book; it's back the book on Kickstarter because you've got to fund it on Kickstarter, or it won't happen. It's not just the book; it's the album of music. Astrokitty's waiting for you to release her album. All right. Oh, look, there's the gate. I got to go. That's the end of the show. All right. Go back to Kickstarter, everybody. Bye.